Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. It's early this morning. I'm recording very early. I don't know why I do this to myself sometimes, so I'm gonna refuel on some coffee. So if you guys got to watch yesterday's video talking about how I'm literally gonna be out $30,000, well, then you probably know what's coming in today's video. In that video, I mentioned that today I do want to talk about how much I have made from my rental properties. Now, I only have two rental properties as of right now, so majority of this income is going to be coming from the first rental property because my second rental property I just closed literally about week and a half ago, let's say. So now what I'm doing is I do have someone who has already applied to rent the property, the second rental property, at the current rent price that I listed it for. So we'll be able to kind of get an idea of roughly what I'm going to be making in profit from just the net cash flow of that rent. That's not including any sort of appreciation or debt pay down on that property as well. Now, before we get into my two rental properties and how much I make from them, I do have a quick message from today's video sponsor, Upstart. If you dread looking at your credit card statements, you are not alone. Debt can feel crippling, but Upstart can help you on your path to financial freedom. Upstart is a leading artificial intelligence platform designed to improve access to affordable credit. Unlike traditional lenders that use simple FICO-based models, the Upstart model approves 27% more applicants than the traditional model and yields 16% lower average APRs for approved loans. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get one fixed monthly payment. Upstart knows you're more than just your credit score and is expanding access to affordable credit. Unlike other lenders, Upstart considers your income and current employment to find you a smarter rate for your loan. With a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate up front for loans between $1,000 to $50,000. You can receive funds as fast as one business day after accepting your loan. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/JJB. That's upstart.com/JJB. I'll also have a link down below in the description and a pinned comment as well. So for the first property my wife and I purchased back in 2019, almost exactly 2 years to this day, and we purchased this property for $90,000. So my wife and I drove up to Kansas City for the closing date because we knew we needed to do some work on this property. After all was said and done, we spent roughly around $3,000 to get it fixed up to hopefully earn some more higher additional rent whenever we did list it in the market. Now in total, I did go back and look at all my distribution checks from my property manager, and after excluding the mortgage and all the maintenance issues that we've had over the past 2 years, a total rental income that I did make for owning it since September of 2019, almost exactly 2 years, was roughly around $4,000 or so. And again, that's after all maintenance and mortgage being paid off and all of that stuff. Now also with appreciation recently, we've seen a decent spike in appreciation. The property is now worth $140,000, give or take, and we've also had around $3,000 of loan pay down happen since we've had this property. So all in all, after adding up for appreciation, the rental income, as well as around $3,000 of loan pay down from using those rent checks, we got a total profit of $57,000 from this property. Not too shabby for only owning this 2 years. Now here's the downfall with this. From the previous video that I just released yesterday, I talked about having a potential expense of $30,000 to replace a sewer line. First of all, shout out to all of you for the amazing comments, giving me some better ideas. I already talked to my property manager about me going up there and saw cutting through the foundation myself. I also have a couple other plumbers I'm having to come look at it to see what their bids look like. So I'm praying I can lower this $30,000 expense to maybe like around $15,000. We're going to have to wait and see what happens here. With that being said, though, the total profit coming in at $57,000, technically if I had to spend $30,000 to fix the sewer, is already covered by the amount of income that I've made from this property through appreciation, through rental income, and as well through the loan pay down. So it makes me feel a little better, but still I don't ever want to spend $30,000 on an expense, but hey, sometimes that happens in real estate. Now something else I do need to mention on the first property is where rents are currently at in that property. They are quite a bit under market rent, and that's because I have a longer term tenant in there, but as soon as his lease is up, I do plan on raising that back up to market, or at least closer to market if he wants to stay, then I will work with him on that. But currently my rents are $8.95 a month. Market rents in that area right now are going for around $11.50. So, we're talking around $250 that I'm, missing out on every single month that I could be making once that tenant moves out. Or if I decide to work with him a little bit, maybe just raise it $100 instead of $250 on him. So we'll have to wait and see how about that goes. But again, that's another additional $200 to $250 in extra income every single month that I'm going to be earning as soon as I can raise those rents on that property. So now moving on to the second property. What I want to mention here is I did purchase this property for $135,000, and the current rent that I am going to be getting on this property is $1,295, so call it $1,300 in this property. So I almost met the 1% rule in this property. That's why I was excited when I got this one, and it was in pretty good shape. It really didn't take too much of my time to turn around and get this property on the market and get it rented. So with all of my rental properties, when I'm analyzing property, I always take out around $150 every single month, sometimes a little more, sometimes a little less, depending on the situation. I went ahead and took out $150 on this property, even though the roof and all exterior and lawn maintenance is all covered from the HOA. So my total cash flow after taking out that $150 every single month for expenses, maintenance, vacancy, repairs, whatever may happen, I come out with a monthly cash flow of around $327. And then if I do have a lot of months where I don't have any maintenance issues or anything like that. So on those months, whenever I don't have $150 coming out for maintenance or whatever it may be, that total monthly cash flow would be nearly $500. It's $477 to be exact. So almost $500 that I'll be earning in true cash flow from that rental property every single month. So in just 1 year, after mortgages paid for and everything, that's nearly almost $6,000 in profit that I will be earning from this property. Now again, there are going to be maintenance issues that pop up, so that'll be down a little less than $6,000, but I never account for appreciation because I don't want to bet on what the markets are going to do, but I'm going to guess that appreciation will keep going up on this property as well. So I'll be earning money on that end, as well as the loan payoff as tenants pay me the checks and I write the mortgages with the tenants' rent checks. So again, this is the power of real estate. Not only do you just earn money in cash flow from rent, you earn money from appreciation in the property. You also earn money from your loan paydowns and the debt paydown from the rental checks and whenever you pay that mortgage with the rent checks that you receive. That's why I love real estate, and that's why I am focusing very, very, a lot of my time on real estate and trying to grow this. That's why you guys have probably seen more of a, real estate type content, is because I had decided to make a shift and focus a lot more on real estate. I'm still buying stocks and still looking for stocks, but lately I have been spending majority of my time analyzing deals, looking for deals, and especially off-market deals. I think it's going to be Monday's video coming out. It's pretty exciting. I did a driving for dollars, and I'm just wait for that one to come out. It's going to be a fun one. All in all, I'll do maybe a yearly update on this to show you how my rental properties are going, what they're looking like. We'll see how the second property turns out, if I will make, $5,000-$6,000 in profit, or I'll have major expenses happen in that property as well, and that will cut out of that profit, and where appreciation is at that time as well. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you got some value out of it. Real estate may be scary, and yes, there are going to be major hiccups and things like that, but something to think about here is that the power of real estate is really there, guys. If you just find the deals, analyze the deals correctly, which you can figure out by watching my videos how to do that. Also join that Discord if you guys want to get those spreadsheets and analyzer calculator. It really does help. I just want to say that the power of real estate is absolutely amazing, and I honestly think real estate is the quickest way to get to financial freedom. So with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching, and until next video, you all take care.